This is a sequence that I created for a patient who has no awareness of her pelvic floor. So we are using the bigger surrounding muscles that have similar nerve roots to bring their energy overflowed into the pelvic floor. This is not for anyone who has tension in the pelvic floor, who needs to reduce that first. But if you've taken the self-assessment and when you contracted you felt nothing, then this would be good for you to try. So start on your side. Make sure that you are lined up and stacked up with the ability to put your feet up against a wall. So my ribs are directly over my pelvis. My head is directly over my shoulders. Your head can be on your arm or on a pillow, and then put a small ball pillow or a full toilet paper roll between your knees. We're going to start off with the image of what you want your pelvic floor to be thinking about with your breathing. So you want to imagine that your pelvic floor between your pubic bone, your tailbone, and your two sit bones is closing and drawing up towards your heart. This is almost like a jellyfish swimming. So you want to be thinking that it is closing and drawing up and scooping up. We do this on exhale. So you're going to inhale 360 degrees into your ribs. So nice full ribs, especially into the side and into the back, keeping your belly soft, keeping your pelvic floor soft. Then when you exhale, you're going to think about that jellyfish image. And at the same time, you want to draw those two pelvic bones together. So we are going to think inhale 360 degrees, exhale jellyfish image, and then draw those two pelvic bones together. Then we're going to layer on a movement. So from here, we're going to inhale. As you exhale, jellyfish image, your hip bones together, and then tip your pelvis back as if you were pouring water out the back of your body. And then release on inhale. Exhale, jellyfish image, pelvic bones together, tip your pelvis back as if you are pouring water out your back. This flattens your back and tucks your tailbone, lifting the pubic bone in the front. Inhale to release. And exhale, jellyfish image, pelvic bones together, tip the pelvis back. And inhale to release. Now we're going to layer on another movement. So once you have tipped your pelvis back, we are then going to squeeze the ball between your knees, also lightly. So gently squeezing, also thinking that it is drawing towards your pelvis. So we're going to inhale. As you exhale, jellyfish image, pelvic bones together, tip the pelvis back and squeeze the ball. Inhale to release everything. Then exhale, jellyfish image, pelvic bones together, tip and squeeze. Inhale to release, going at your own pace. Exhale, jellyfish image, pelvic bones, tip and squeeze. One more. And exhale, jellyfish image, pelvic bones, tip and squeeze. Now we're going to layer on another movement. So this one is pressing your heels into the wall. So you're going to inhale 360 degrees. As you exhale, jellyfish image, pelvic bones, tip, squeeze, press. Almost like you're doing a bridge on your side. So inhale to release everything. Exhale, jellyfish, hip bones, tip, squeeze, press. Inhale to release, and exhale, jellyfish, hip bones, tip, squeeze, press. And inhale to release. Then you would do the same on the opposite side. So again, this is for anyone who has no awareness of the pelvic floor, that you don't feel a contraction when you are trying to contract the pelvic floor. It's really helpful if you actually manually check the pelvic floor when you're trying to contract it and see if there's anything that you can feel squeezing your fingers. This is not for anyone who has tension in the pelvic floor, especially if you have pain. That needs to be addressed first.